Hey everybody, I was getting ready to shut it down for the night. I was working on some new art and some new stuff here in the studio, and I got to thinking about some things. I was looking at some comments I had on some of the previous YouTube videos. Shout out to subscriber Clean Cut Chaos. They brought up a good point and something I thought about making a video for, and I'm just going to go ahead and let it roll tonight. As you all know, I go off the cuff. I don't have anything scripted. I just want to talk about some Final Fantasy stuff with some Final Fantasy fans, and all you people looking forward to the Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm talking to you, talking to me, talking to you. So I'm really stoked. He brought up a good point, and I forgot exactly what it was his comments said. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Yeah, so it was on one of the older videos I had, but it was from just a week ago. Said Final Fantasy VII had some creepy Shinra Tower sections, and I can't wait to see the atmosphere after Jenova gets out. Instead of the bright pre-rendered backgrounds, we could get dark corridors, red emergency lights flickering, and Hojo's creepy creations lurking around every corner. That's exactly what I thought too, Clean Cut Chaos. So shout out to you for bringing that up. I was going to do a whole video about just the different tones and stuff like that, but to me, one of the things I'm looking forward to most in this is how, for one thing, the game is so iconic because of how cinematic it is. The whole story, and it draws from all these different influences. Like, it obviously has science fiction influences. It's got some steampunk influence. It's got a lot of horror influence. There's a lot of horror in Final Fantasy VII, both classical gothic with Vincent and his storyline and all that kind of thing, and with the monsters and stuff, and then the Jenova stuff is very reminiscent of like Alien or something like that. It really draws from sci-fi horror, and the scene in the Shinra Tower when you first see the remains of Jenova that's been pulled out of the northern stratum, the cave that they're keeping in the Shinra Tower. So it has all these great elements and all these different types of storytelling, and they roll it all into one tasty storytelling burrito. It's just, it's awesome. The tone, the music, all the music changes from tone back and forth, and it gets downright eerie at points, because when you're going through the depths of Cloud's psyche, his broken psyche, and trying to put him back together, basically, as you journey through I would say it's probably the middle part of the second disc of the game, when Tifa has to go in and kind of tell him who he is and kind of save him and bring him back. The music, and shout out again to my guy Enrico Diana for this track that's playing right now on the video. If you don't know that guy, you need to get to know that guy. He's an amazing musician, and he is a lot of the Final Fantasy VII music that I use on this channel. So shout out to Enrico. He's making great stuff over there. When Cloud is he's kind of lost in the live stream. He's trying to piece together who he is. It's very eerie. It's very eerie. It's very dark, and the game goes to some dark and eerie, uncomfortable places. With its storytelling. With Sephiroth finding out who he is in the darkness of the Shinra basement library. And just destroying Cloud's hometown and annihilating everybody, and and he finds out that he's the son of this creature he's created from the genetic remains of this creature that fell to the planet thousands of years ago. And it's the story, the tone. I can't wait to see what they do in the remake. I can't wait to see how they nail the tone and the visceral horror that is in the game, and also the high-end and low-end sci-fi aspects, and then mixing it all with because you're going to get all of this in the first game. This all happens in Midgar. in the Midgar section of the game. That's what people aren't realizing. When the reason I'm so excited, even if this is just Midgar, there's a whole lot you get in Midgar. There's a whole lot that you get in Midgar. The breakout in the Shinra Tower, like when you're taken into custody by Shinra, they catch you and you're taken into custody. Then, in spoilers, if you haven't played the game, spoilers, okay, I'm getting this with spoilers here, you know. Not only do you see the decomposing remains of Jenova that they found in the stratum, and not only, or no, it's actually the headless body of Jenova. Sephiroth has her head. He's taken her head years ago, so that's pretty messed up in itself. It's pretty. Sephiroth's a wild character, you all. So if you don't know, you're about to know. You're gonna know in March. Sephiroth is a wild character. But just like what Clean Cut Chaos was saying, the scenery when the doors open and there's blood all over the walls, there's slash marks on the walls, there's Shinra troops just dead in the hallway, and everybody's whispering to each other in your party. It's like, hey man, we gotta go, something's happened. There's emergency lights going off. There's the only thing that is in the halls are Hojo's released experiments. And I said in a previous video, I was like, I want to see Hojo. They have to nail Hojo. I want him to look creepy. I want him to look like he hasn't seen the light of day in years. You know, even though there's this weird scene in the original with him on a beach, you know, enjoying some vacation time or whatever. But that's part of the quirkiness of Final Fantasy VII as well. He is all about his research. Professor Gast was his predecessor. I'm not really sure what happened to Professor Gast. I'm sure he met an untimely end, but I can't remember what happened to him. But Hojo is twisted. He is twisted, and all of his creations are very twisted. You fight a lot of them throughout the game. He is their research and development, their R&D guy, but he messes with a lot of genetic research and stuff. That's where the sci-fi horror aspect. Hojo, the sci-fi horror to me, revolves around Hojo and Jenova. If they nail that, they're gonna nail this thing. They're gonna knock this out of the park, because to me that's gonna be the hardest part for them to nail, is gonna be the sci-fi horror aspect of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Even in the Shinra Tower, it's got some really eerie music in that scene before you go up to find that President Shinra's been murdered. He's got Sephiroth's sword in his back, and Cloud knows whose sword that is, you know, and then Cloud mentions Sephiroth's name, and then everybody's like, oh yeah, oh Sephiroth, wow, okay. You go out, you have a boss battle on the balcony of the tower, you come back in, sword's gone. It's gone, you know, he's there, he took the sword back. And then just the atmosphere, I mean, just what's it gonna look like, people? What's it gonna look like? What's it gonna play like? The feel, the mood. I can't wait, because it's gonna be, some parts are gonna be fun, some parts are gonna be lighthearted, some parts are gonna be funny, and then you're gonna have parts that are unsettling, that are uncomfortable, that are scary. You know, they go to some real dark places, like all the clones talking about the reunion and all that kind of stuff. And like, what exactly is this? And the mystery of the town of Nibelheim. It was burned down years ago and rebuilt, and everybody doesn't seem to kind of know what happened. And when you come back, all the dark hooded figures are mysteriously phantom-like in certain places of the town. They're just there, you know. It's really a weird game. I can't wait to see how they nail this weirdness, how they nail the discomfort of it. You know, I can't wait to see what they do with the tone, the music. I'm ready. So, what do you all think, though? Leave me a comment and let me know what you all think, what you're looking forward to as far as the tone and the grittiness and all that kind of thing. The horror. Is anybody else as excited about the horror in the game than I am? Because with the graphics being what they are now, you can really, like, what is Jenova going to look like, man? What are her remains going to look like? And every time you face an incarnation of Jenova, what's that going to look like? Is it going to be the same and maybe different now, you know? So I'm excited. You all know I'm all in. I can't wait. So post your comments. Let me know what you all think. If you dug the video, please give it a like. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, if you like what I do, please consider subscribing. We are growing by what I would consider leaps and bounds. We're still a small channel, but you know, we're over 900 subscribers now. We're pushing to 1,000. Then we hit 1,200. We're doing that Final Fantasy VII Remake giveaway. It'll be coming out March 3rd. When I get the copy on March 3rd, I'll be sending it to whoever wins it. So keep it locked in here. I'm trying to do a video at least every other day. I'd love to do one a day, but try at least every other day. I do have a busy schedule, so let me know what you all are thinking of the content. Please share it around. Let people know what's going on over here, and I will catch you all in the next video. Please keep rocking, and I will catch you all next time. Thanks.